let's talk about the Pistons getting the number 5 pick or the 5th pick in the draft lottery again. So it wasn't a major draft where a major prospect. I thought they was gonna get the number 1 pick. There was nobody in the draft. Atlanta jump up in the draft. They get the number 1 pick. Didn't know Landry Fields was the general manager over there. I know Danny Ferry was out a couple years ago after he said some things or emailed some things, whatever. But nonetheless, I mean, a lot of people like, it's a wrap. People feel like, franchise is doomed and ain't no way up. Even in a year where they should have been able to get the number 1 pick, they don't get the number 1 pick. So, but the order is Detroit at 5. Atlanta number 1. Washington came in at number 2. Number 3, I believe, was Houston. Number 4 was San Antonio. Number 5, is Detroit. So Pistons. So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I really didn't have no hope anyway. So one thing they can do is pretty much clean up their organization. Just one thing they can do is clean up their organization. So wasn't nobody really big in this draft. I think Sarr, the French guy, can go number 1. They had the kid from UConn as well up there. So, I don't know what they're going to do. So, last year, Troy Weaver wrote in the letter that they had a really good chance to get the number 1 pick. And a lot of people said the lottery is rigged. I mean, going back to the Patrick Ewing situation about how the envelope was. The Shaquille O'Neal situation. Just heard the story about Akeem Olajuwon as well, too. So, it is what it is. They got to put their hard hats on and do his best. And getting that number 1 pick was a potential bargaining chip to trade as an asset to bring somebody else in, and now you don't got it. That was the most coveted thing they could have got. For real. And now it ain't there. And it's gonna be a draft where a lot of people are gonna be trying to be sellers. A lot of people gonna be trying to be sellers. A lot of people gonna try to be sellers. A lot of people gonna try to be sellers. Surprised. I just thought they was gonna get the number 1 pick, to be honest. It wasn't no top guy. Probably was too obvious to get the Spurs the number 1 pick again. That probably was too obvious. That probably was way too obvious. That probably was way too obvious. Know. I really don't know. So, I think people was already washing their hands with the Pistons. Like the Tigers could be on the up and up. Obviously, the Wings on the up and up. The Lions look to be on the up and up. So, it'd be nice if the Pistons could join the party. It's been so long before we seen them on the up and up. It'd be nice to see them join the party, but can't be too greedy. YouTube breathing. So, but damn, fifth pick again. Like they doing that. They got something against Detroit. Always had over Michael Jordan. That's what it was about. You know, so they always gonna have something. They already got something against small market teams. You heard Rick Carlisle was saying about the call discrepancy. You know, they want the Knicks they want the Knicks. You know, New York is the Mecca. So they don't really have no love for Detroit. They feel like we cost the league probably hundreds of millions of dollars by not letting Michael Jordan just take over the Eastern Conference when the Celtics got out the way. That was supposed to be Michael that took the Celtics out, not the Pistons. And I feel like the Pistons Michael ain't got nothing against the Pistons neither. Absolutely. He surely does. I remember I went to see him when he came back versus the Wizards. Our school took us to school, high school at the time. I was in a school that had high school, elementary, and all that. Had a basketball game in the daytime, and then in the evening we sat there and waited for the Wizards. You know, right before game time, it was announced that Michael wasn't even going to play because of Detroit. And this is over 10 years after the battle. You know, that's sad. Detroit no favor. It was the first time Atlanta got the number one pick. They had the number 2 pick before, because the Lakers had the number 1 pick. They could have took Dominique Wilkins. They took James Worthy because he was a better fit for their franchise, which they was right. And I think Dominique Wilkins ended up going number 2, or maybe a little bit further down to the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, so this is the first time they had the number 1 pick. So I'd rather have Cade Cunningham number 1 pick here than this year, but only time will tell. A lot of people think, the number 1 pick, now they're going to trade Trae Young. Probably get him to the Spurs. Some people think they'll trade him somewhere. Lakers have some interest. Not sure they got the firepower to pull it off. The Pistons send a short time send to the draft lottery, and they end up with the 5th pick again. They sent the 5th pick from last year. Go get the 5th pick this year. That is crazy, ain't it? But it is what it is. So, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase the chance you get notifications. We go live and drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.